Aquarius, hello, how are you? It is me, Lauren B. Welcome to the Untitled Tarot. I'm very happy to have you. So this week, we're gonna do your read with the Everyday Witches Tarot. This old baby. We used to use this all the time when I first started my channel, but we put her down for a little while. We're bringing her back out. We just used it in the Sunday service the other day, if you caught that. So those of you that are familiar around here know that I go through more death and rebirth cycles than I don't know, anyone I know personally. So the way that I do the reads is always changing. The way I get my downloads in, always changing. So we're gonna pull your cards live. I'm doing a lot more open channeling as time is going on. So that's how we're kind of gonna roll today. Before I did your reading, I got really cold. In particular, my feet got really cold. So I put shoes on. So Aquarius, my aqua babies, you're getting cold feet. You're getting cold feet about something. And I was doing a little bit of your pre-shuffle, and the King of Wands kept coming out in reverse along with the Three of Pentacles upright. So I'm hearing Aquarius, that Aquarius wants more time to do something. Aquarius knows what decision they want to make, but they want more time to work on something before they do it, before they make that decision. So I thought that that was really interesting. You're having cold feet about making a decision that you've already made in your head because you want more time to work on something before you do it. So I'm getting that some kind of stability, foundation. It's like, you know, you want to quit your job and start working for yourself, something like that. There's a lot of like career changes that I'm energetically pulling in for the collective, in particular, like my collective over here in the Beehive. But there's something about like wanting to save more money or wanting to be like really sure of something before you like commit to this relationship, or it's something like that. Like you want more evidence, you want more time before you make a final decision about something. And I keep looking outside, because I'm like, I keep looking outside, like expecting there to be like an animal or something running around in the yard. So it's like almost like Aqua, you're trying to like look out for something. You're on the lookout for something like a sign or a symbol or something else that lets you know that like you've have enough of a stability, security foundation before you get like the go ahead. You're looking for like a go ahead before you make this decision. So it's interesting. It's very interesting, Aquarius. Which is funny because it's like my energy feels really like expedient right now. Like I feel like I want to go 1,000,000 miles per minute, and I'm trying to remember to slow myself down. So that's something like, it's a contradictory energy that you have. That it's like you want more time to do something, but you're also like chomping at the bit. You're chomping at the bit to do something. It's really interesting. It's very interesting. So I don't know. Let's pray. Let's pray, Aquarius. Thank you, Father God, for being here with me and Aquarius. Please send through messages for Aqua babies, highest of love, light, alignments. We praise you and we thank you to the utmost high. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. The Lovers keeps coming out, and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. All right, Aquarius. Like there's something in my eye. There's something in my, almost like when somebody like is crying about something and they're like, are you okay? And you're like, I'm fine. There's just something in my eye. There's something in my eye. It's like star in your eye. What is going on? What's going on with you, Aquarius? Cold feet. You want more time. What is this? Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, Aquarius. Maybe this is a relationship. See, this is, I said it in the Taurus video. I was like, this is what I get for talking smack on all the love readings. And now I keep pulling this stuff in. But if that's the energy going around for the collective, that's the energy. I can't edit it. Yeah, Ace of Cups. You know, and I'm noticing that it's like you're standing here by yourself. Because a lot of times the Ace of Cups is depicted as just a cup with like a hand attached to it, like coming out of a floating sky, right? But this is you by yourself with an overflowing cup. I have the sense that you've been working on something. It could be like a passion project, something that you put a lot of love and emotion and intention into, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It could be self-love that you've been pouring into yourself for a very long time by yourself in like an isolated, I'm getting almost like hermit energy. I'm pulling in Virgo energy all of a sudden. Virgo, it's not your turn. It's not your turn. But your cup is sort of runneth over now. It runneth over. And with, see this going on around your crown chakra, it's getting like aura, like your energy, like you've really been there's energy, positive energy circling you, almost like downloads, and it hasn't quite like come around you. I'm almost seeing like a hula hoop, like a hula hoop, when it's like some people start in their forehead and they work it down to their neck, and then they work it down to their hips, and they work it down, work it down, work it down. That's really interesting. It's something in the ethers. And with these doves up here, there's something in the ethers that while you've been with this pot over here, this cauldron, right, alchemizing, cooking something up for yourself, working on your self-love, filling up your own internal cup little by little by little by little, like a fountain, right? Now it's starting to run over. And as it does that, look at the Your intuition, this little kitty cat, it's like it starts to runneth over, look, and it falls right at your feet, and then you have something like a small sprout that's starting to grow, and your intuition is like lapping it up. It's almost like your internal, your higher self, it's like inside of you, you're like, I knew it. I knew if I just kept doing this, like I knew if I just kept working at it, I knew if I just like focused on myself, focused on my own 10 of Pentacles, like focused on my own self-love, like something good would come out of it. And now it's like you have this little sprout, your intuition's just lapping it up. It's like doing like a victory lap. You're like, I knew it. Like I knew something good was gonna happen to me. I knew something good was coming in. Like I knew it was almost my time, almost my season. And now with these doves, it's like they're creating this wind around you, which is, wind is God. And it's like right up here, and it's like slowly starting to come down and swirl over you like a hula hoop. Look at these two popping out right here. What is this? Because you have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and you have Justice. It is Libra season right now. You've been doing this because you've been sitting in an Ace of Pentacles in reverse, unable to plant seeds, unable to have them take root, unable to start something that was firm and solid and create your own internal sense of security, whether it's financially, emotionally, like unable to create like a flow of abundance, getting like start and stop. Things are going well for you. And then they, it's like 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. You keep doing. But now because you realize that, and I think you took an internal assessment of that, and you've started pouring into yourself, into your own manifestations, your own prayers, your own intentions, self-love, self-worth, self-stable, self-sufficiency, right? Now this justice is coming in for you. I'm feeling like that's the downloads coming in, but I'm almost getting the sense that it's like almost now you're getting cold feet. It's like the show's about to go on. It's like, it's like, it's coming. Maybe that's why my energy is like really picking up. It's like chomping at the bit, right? Because sometimes we get anxious because our higher selves knows that something's about to like come in for us. So what we feel as anxiety is really excitement, but we can't discern what that is because we don't know what's going on, right? Because you're very focused, right? You're not looking around, you're not looking behind, you're not even looking forward, you're just looking down at your own cup. Yeah, because you didn't have victory before. You weren't having victory in trying to plant seeds to grow stable relationships, financial abundance, self-worth, stability in your life. It's like on opposite sides of the board. King of Wands. Now the King of Wands is upright. I want more. Maybe that's something with you too, Aqua. You're like, I want more. Like I have this, but I kind of want more. I have this, but I kind of want more. Almost like you feel like you're greedy for wanting more for yourself a little bit. So maybe that's why you haven't been looking so far ahead. Just keep like looking. It's like an attitude of gratitude, right? Brings abundance, and now it's coming in for you and you're feeling a little anxious, like, holy shit, like what if this actually comes in? Like what if I actually am able to work for myself? What if this love like does root down and becomes something like long term? Like what if I do get that promotion? Like what if I do take off, right? Like what if I take flight? What am I gonna do? I'm afraid of heights, right? That's what it feels like, because this King of Wands, he's somebody that is very passionate, very forward moving. He makes plans. He maps out charts, right? He's showing this intuition, this little kitty here. It's like working with your intuition. Like, do you think we should go over here? Your higher self is like, no, a little to the left. And you're like, okay, we'll go a little bit to the left. And then what are we going to need for our reserves? And like, do we have enough stuff? Like, what do we need? Do we need to save more money? Do we need, right? Because it's like that feeling in the beginning of you really wanting to, like you made a decision, you know where you want to go, you know who you want to be with, you know what kind of thing you want to do for your career, like really figured out kind of like what your purpose, your passion, like what direction you want to go in. But this is like start and stop. I think because you've dealt with it so much in the past that you're just so used to that. So it's like a little bit of camel energy, like trying to take an account of your reserves, make sure you have enough reserves in case something stops. You have like a safety net, which is why like you're chomping at the bit. You made this decision in your head. You made this decision in the ethers already. You're ready to go forward, but it's like you just want a little more time. Like, can I just have a little more time? That way I feel a little bit more secure. I feel like a little bit like more comfortable. It's like a self-soothing technique that you're doing. On the floor. Temperance. Yeah, it's a self-soothing technique that you're doing, trying to balance yourself, balance your energies, right? Because like I said, there's something coming for you and it feels like something really good and you feel anxious as fuck about it. But I think you're actually excited. It's like you're excited, but you're also anxious because what if you're afraid to fly, right? What if you're afraid of heights? Like what if you can't do it? What if you're not as prepared as you think you are? But I'm getting this sense. Look, she's winking on the card though. As soon as I said, maybe you're not as ready as you think you are. It's like this little winky. It's like, are you? It's like, yeah, you are actually. I think you know that you can swim. That's what I'm getting. It's like, you feel like, well, what if I sink? And it's like, yeah, but you know how to float. Like, you're an Aquarius, you're buoyant. Like, you know that. As anytime I said before, I was like, it's something in my eye, and I was like, a star in your eye, and you are the star. You've been really, taking note of like your own internal divinity as well, like what your actual potential is. I think you realized you were selling yourself short for a long time, and that's perhaps why some of these like seeds, relationships, opportunities, things you're working on, you weren't victorious in it. They didn't take root, they didn't plant, they didn't grow for harvest time, for harvest season, right? It's like because you were planting them in bad soil, and you didn't know how to farm yet, you didn't know how to garden yet, but now you do. Oh. Look at this, Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands. So this is a perfect pair. This is a perfect pair. So like I said, this could be, you know, with this Ace of Cups, like a relationship, like, am I ready for this? Like, I need more time. Like, I want to make sure like they're really the good guy. Like they're really the good woman that I think that they are. Like, I really want more time to like establish a foundation before like this commitment. Like, I really want to like try it out a little more. Like, I really want to I want to get to know them a little bit more. Like, I just want to make sure, like, that's what I keep hearing. I just want to make sure, like, I don't want to do what I did in the past. Like, I just want to make sure. It feels a lot like energetic negotiating. Queen Cup was talking a lot about that. I forget in which reading. For her October monthlies. But there is that like negotiating energy. Again, I'm looking at this Temperance. Temperance is like winking a little bit at the two of you, like, you know, balancing you guys out. And there is justice here. Like, this is a lot going on. It feels really, really good though. But that being said, if it's not like a particular person, it does, you know, it could be a union of your parts, your masculine and your feminine energies, your ability to receive messages, guidance, play with your intuition, right? Kind of nurture these different creative projects, self-love, whatever it may be, dragon, death and rebirth energy, and then allow your masculine energy to kind of walk that out for you. That's a butterfly. Is it a butterfly? Is that a bird? Something just flew. See, you can fly, Aqua, right? And letting your masculine energy really walk that out for you. Like with that confidence, with that energy, go and not just like be chomping at the bit, but like take a full bite of like what you want. Not just think about those plans, research those plans, prepare for those plans, that love, that relationship, whatever it may be for you, but actually go and then like go and be in that relationship. Commit to that thing. Start that business. There's a lot of like entrepreneurial energy that's been floating around in the collective. A lot of career changes. Like I said, at least in like the beehive that I read for, my little baby bees. But I think that there is a rise. I don't know why I'm talking about this. But I think that there is a rise with the way perhaps it was spawned by COVID or, you know, things that are happening of people really going into work for themselves to create their own sense of stability, because our exterior world is so unstable, right? With the way work is. And, you know, I almost said population control. No, that's not what I meant at all. Capacity, like some places are only 25%, and who knows when it's going to be 100%. And, you know, you can only be open certain hours because you don't have the customer base that you had last year because of COVID and the quarantine. You know, it's that kind of thing. So people trying to work for themselves, start small businesses, start social media platforms, work online, doing that kind of thing. So that way, no matter what the external environment looks like, no matter how things change or move around, like you are your own source of income. That's coming through. Oh my God, I just scared myself. The Devil in reverse. Look at that. The Devil in reverse, right in between the two of you. Also putting down like fears, again, of this start and stop. Like if I just invest in this relationship, if I just invest in working for myself, like I'm not going to be able to have enough. Like it's just going to start and then it's just going to stop again. And then I'm going to be left with nothing. Making sure your own internal reserve, your own sense of self-worth, integrity, esteem, stability, love, all of this stuff is an ongoing like chugga choo choo. That so no matter what else, like I said, happens in your external environment, if this relationship doesn't play out the way you want it to, if that thing doesn't take off the way you want it to at first or at all, that you're still tempering those emotions, those fears, knowing that no matter what happens, like, you're still gonna be okay. Like, you're still gonna get what's yours. Yeah, King of Swords at the bottom, being very discerning. When things are coming in for you, I think being able to recognize them as a temptation, as a distraction, right? As a test, whatever it may be, and being able to put that down with this Temperance energy. Because remember I said too, is like, your intuition is like lapping it up. Your intuition is like, I knew something was gonna sprout. Like, I knew good things were, I knew this was gonna work out. Like, it's just a little sprout, but like, I can see where this is going, right? I can see with this map, my intuition working with my higher self, I can see where this is going. I know it. I can temper out this devil energy as it comes in, these distractions, these people that just wanna pop up after however long, right? When I finally have like a sprout of love, like blooming for me, right? When I'm just getting ready to walk out the door of this job, and all of a sudden they like offer me like a couple extra dollars in my paycheck at this old job. It's like one of those things. Holding on to what's mine. Emphasis on mine, I'm hearing, because you have the Four of Pentacles, and you have the Four of Pentacles upright and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So this is not being indecision, not being in an indecision or indecisive about what you want to hold on to. Because holding on to some things isn't bad. Four of Pentacles isn't always a bad thing. People like to say that it is, like, oh, you're holding on to control. Yeah, but also, no, this and that are true. Dolphin spirit, right? Dolphin spirit, that came out in your monthly. That came out in your monthly on Patreon. But like, what I'm saying is like, this is mine. Like, this is my goal. These are my reserves. This is my time. This is my love. These are the things that I worked for, right? It's like you're holding on to this chest. Things that are in your chest, your heart chakra, everything that you can create, you can build, you can establish. It comes from an open place within your heart chakra. So it's like not being indecision and an indecision about what you do want to hold on to, right? And I'm also getting a lot of that's like aspects of yourself, holding on to who you really are and not letting other people, places, and things change you. Like, steal your sweetness, steal your motivation, right? It's like if somebody doesn't want you, instead of being like, I'm unlovable, being like, well, that's their loss, I'm a delight, and like keep it moving, and being like, if this job doesn't appreciate me, well, I'm a delight and I'm super hardworking, and like, I'll go do something for myself then. It's that kind of thing. I'm gonna take this with me when I go, is what I'm hearing as well. Magician at the bottom of the deck, 1717, when I said that, Magician at the bottom of the deck, too, knowing like, almost like less is more, like the less baggage I take with me. If I only take the things inside of myself that are really important to me, the best aspects of myself, my hands will be freer, right? In order to manifest what I actually want. Because I did say that there was all this energy before circling around you, getting ready to come in. I'm feeling like Empress energy. I wouldn't be surprised if it came out, but I'm feeling Empress energy. The Fool, getting ready to go for it. Aquarius is getting ready to go for it. And it's like, do you see? She's like, I did it. I did it. It's like a jump for joy. See the ship at the bottom too? It's almost like, you see the ships? Again, it's like, where are you? Where are you, King of Wands? It's like your higher self being like a little to the left. And then you over here it is. Because, you know, 0 point, hands are free, you have everything. You see it coming in, and it's almost like instead of waiting for at the bottom for the ship to like meet you on the shore, you've ascended to the point, Aqua, that now you're going to be able to like in full faith energy jump off this and like land on the ship before it even gets to shore. Page of Wands. Page of Wands, right? With this Fool energy. Fool is a starting point. Pages are students. They walk things out. Very beginning of a path. Passionate, excited. It's this fire burning in your belly, excited energy. And again, it's like your higher self, right? Your intuition is like, are you ready? Let's go. Like, and I'm almost getting like this Page of Wands energy is coming in too, to like warm up those cold feet. Warm up those cold feet for you. What's her name? My Father is Joy. She has a prophetic channel, and she was doing a video a week or two ago, basically kind of talking about cold feet and God and the whole thing. And then she was talking about like how God was warming up your feet like in his hands. And then I had seen just like a random video, of course, nothing's ever random, popped up on my YouTube feed, and it was about a bird who had gotten his little bird feet like frozen to like a pole because it was so cold out, and like a farmer or something, he went up to him and he kind of like held the bird so he wouldn't hurt himself, and then blew very gently. Remember I was talking about like the wind blowing very gently on his feet to like defrost them so that way he could get them off, and then the bird could fly. I feel like that's what's happening to you. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. So you might, no, this is you. This isn't you. This is someone, like I said, with the Ace of Cups, this was feeling a little lovey-dovey. That, you know, someone could be coming in to you with like loving messages, and that's your go-ahead. I think that Spirit knows that you need, like, it's like I keep looking outside to like see if like something's coming in, like see if there's like a sign, if there's like an animal. Like, I think that they know that you need this, like you need a little bit of encouragement. So this Knight of Cups is coming in with like a loving message, like some kind of encouragement to like warm you up with love, right? And it's interesting that he's flying over the sharks. It's like these sharks, it doesn't bother this person. Obstacles do not bother this person. They're not afraid of obstacles because they're flying right over them with this big old cup. Look, it's like I said, you weren't looking forward, you weren't looking backwards, you weren't looking over your shoulder. You're just looking at your own cup and how it's overflowing. And it's like this person's coming up and then their cup is like full of bubbles, which is kind of interesting. It's like you have water and they have soap, and that makes bubbles. Because their energy is very cleansing to you. Their energy is very cleansing to you, so it's like soap. And combined with your overflowing water cup, these are both water cards, it makes bubbles. Who loves bubbles? Kids, your inner child, your inner children get to play with each other. And children aren't afraid of anything. The Fool energy is also a very childlike energy, like childlike faith. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. You had this Page of Cups come out in reverse, and I was like, huh? And they were like, a long time without play. I'm hearing all work and no play makes like Aqua, you know, boring girl, boring guy. That's really funny. And your inner children are going to get to play. Perhaps you've both been in an energy where you guys have been working so much you haven't gotten to play at all. Playmates, playmates. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, Aqua. You see my face? And the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It's funny, I was saying I was pulling an Empress energy, but this Queen of Cups is actually pregnant, very much like the Empress card. Ready. You don't forget, you have this Ace of Cups. You have this overflowing emotional abundance right now to share with someone else's very cleansing energy. And together, your inner child, your inner children get to play with each other. Both take on that Fool energy to just go for something. Like I said, you're like, I need a little bit more time. Like, I want to get to know them a little more. Like, something like that, right? Like, a little bit of cold feet. You're like, oh, it's coming. I think it's actually happening. But what if it's like last time? Oh, like cold feet. And then they're coming in with some kind of sign, a gift, some kind of affirmation, like loving words, whatever it is. That's very cleansing. It soothes your spirit a little bit. Remember with this Temperance, to like soothe any worry or anxieties that you have about whether or not perhaps this person is like for real, but they're like for real kind of thing. And then in that, when you get that, you get to become this Empress, Queen of Cups energy, full, pregnant, maybe you'll get pregnant, abundant, right? Like full of love to like nurture and then birth out. It's like the inner children, right? It's like you kind of come together and then you get to birth like something new, a relationship, which is in fact your wish fulfillment with this Nine of Cups. That it's like very, again, very independently, you've been working on building, collecting cups, filling cups, like learning the process, right? The waves come in, knock them down, you build them back up, really kind of doing that inner self-work. And then it comes in. That's really cool. That's really, really, really cool. I love that. I love that. All right, Aqua, I'm gonna like end up falling into these cards and sitting here forever. But, so this is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I ran a little long, but that's okay. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here and spending time with me. Thank you for all the subscriptions and all the likes and all the shares. You guys are so good to me. If you're interested in the extra content, the Patreon is linked below. Otherwise, all the information you will need from me will also be in the description box. So all the decks that I own and use, my email, all my social media links, all my stuff. So thank you so much for being here with me, Aquarius. I hope you enjoy this. Go warm up those feet. All right? All right. I love you. I'll see you later. Goodbye.